So remember we spoke about trading triangles, and on the last video I spoke about those triangles that you get in fourth waves, and that the Dow Jones industrial average, the Dow Jones, Wall Street, was in a triangle, and we're getting ready for a breakout. So it's actually happening now. Let's go and have a little look at what I was looking at here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So I wanted to do a video for you as it was actually happening. So here's our triangle formation, and remember I like to scrunch those charts up so I can see nice waves now, and the flow of the price action, as in these highs I'm shorting back into, the lows I'm buying the greens. Okay, but then we have this triangle. Remember the reference points we spoke about before? You need 2 reference points for a trend line. These trend lines create triangle patterns. In this particular case, we've been going sideways and range bound since, what is that, middle of December? Okay, so we've been sideways. Now, it just makes sense that I'm doing this early January and we're going to get the break down or break up. At the moment, it looks like it's going to break down. We're getting a red pro trading system. It's on the 4-hour time frame. Now, this is what I'm looking for on this. Okay, now, if this closes, we've got 2 hours and 2 minutes. Now, I'm not saying, I'll be trading other stuff on a 5-minute chart, and I'll be watching for this structure or setup. And so what I want to see, you see how it's holding here, what I want to see is a breakthrough. This to close red, this to point down. As soon as that happens, I'll short it, and I'll be down to a 5-minute chart. Now, if you're somebody that's got to go to work, you can short it on the 4-hour. The stop will be put in place automatically for you, and you can you'll short it down. It will reach first profit target 32,500, and then extend beyond. Now, triangle patterns, they extend way beyond the previous support. If they break higher, they'll extend way beyond that area up to these highs up here. So it's always worth spotting a triangle pattern. You're not going to go and find them by scanning the markets everywhere. You're going to waste a bit of time. But when you come across a triangle, do this. So what we're going to look for now is the red PTS. Now, I will short it on the red down, okay, because it's an explosive move. We're pretty close to the breakout area. Once the actual peak, the apex here is right close to price action, the move's going to come, guys. So, I'm not really that interested when you've got, when it's further back from the actual point of that triangle, but we're pretty much close at it. Now, the way to trade it here is if it breaks down, as I said, I'll go short. But what often happens is that if it stays in here, see that little wick? Let's open it up for you. Show you in a bit more detail, the good old-fashioned way, dragging the charts. Now, if we stay like this, it doesn't close red and goes back in. That's a fake move, and the true move will be up here. So what happens? You've obviously heard about fake out, breakout. Often, what happens? It'll go down, fake candlestick wick could be quite long, come back inside, and then the real move's the other side. That's the real move. Buy that move. But you've got to go, we don't know that's going to happen until it fakes out down below. So I'm going to go with the first move, and if that's the continuation, I'll stay with it. If it's not, and it comes back in, because what will happen then, you'll see the wick will be long, the body then will just come back inside, and it will close back inside here. All right, and then it turns green and breaks out, momentum shifts to the upside. Big move, guys. Big move, all right? But at the moment, it's looking like it wants to break down. So structurally, just letting the whole thing play out. On a 5-minute chart, you could be shorting already. Yeah, you could be shorting down here. Lots of reds, lots of blues to short. That's perfectly fine to do that. But why am I interested in this pattern? And the reason is because the next move is going to be the big move. Whichever way, long or short, there's going to be a big move coming. Because it's a triangle. A triangle produces big moves. And so, because it's a breakout, it's all this energy is being stored up in this sideways price action. Up, normally like that. And it's got to go one way. And it just builds up, boom, we explode. Of course, we know as traders that have been doing this for a long time that breakout trading isn't the greatest in FX and stock indexes, and okay to do in individual stocks. It's rife. False breakouts in the FX market are rife. They often do not work, okay? And so that's fine. And we need to be waiting for the colours. That's all we need to be waiting for here. But with a triangle pattern, there is structure. I think it was my when the first time we started seeing fake out breakouts in triangles was 2010, something like that, maybe 2008, and it was the British pound. If you can go and find it, the British pound US dollar, it was 1,000 pip profit. And what happened, it was a triangle, and what happened was it faked higher on the daily chart. It came back inside, and the pound US dollar completely collapsed 1,000 points all the way down. It had retracements, but it was the true move. All right, so if we go up and it goes above the trend line and fakes and comes back inside and doesn't continue and drops down below, that's the true move. You go with that one. But if this goes below here and gives us another red, we're going to go to the short side. If it doesn't and comes back inside and goes green, that's the true move to the upside. All right, that is how to trade triangle patterns. And with a triangle, you've got 2 reference points. I could have taken it from this one here, okay, and gone across there. That's perfectly fine. I could have done that and used it. It just looks a little bit like it wants to squeeze a bit more. All right, but yeah, this is sideways price action. Triangle patterns are normally a continuation pattern to the long side. You get them to the short side, of course, normally in wave 4s. Let's see. So a little bit surprised it's dropping down, but I'm going to trade the colours. I'm not going to trade what I think the market's going to do. I'm just going to trade what I see here and wait for the setup, because it could be a really big profitable trade. I think with the Dow Jones, you're going to get at least 1,000 points profit from this move if it does set up. Okay, spread bet in the markets, 1,000 points at £1 a point, you've made £1,000 profit. 10,000 pound, £10 a point, or whatever. Yeah, it's a pattern that is well worth looking for, guys. Got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll speak to you soon. Make sure you register or sign up or whatever you do with these YouTube videos. Basically, just subscribe to the channel so you get notification of when these videos, these training videos, are posted. Cheers, guys. Bye.